What's up guys, welcome back to another Dummy Tech Talk. I'm riding solo today, but that's okay, it should be a good video. We're going to be comparing three very different monitors. We're going to be doing a 16:9 aspect ratio 27-inch, this here, the C27 by Scepter. Then a 21:9 aspect ratio 35-inch, that's the C35 here, also by Scepter. And then we're just going to throw everything away and go with the 49-inch Samsung Odyssey G9 here, which we actually did a video on unboxing and putting it together. If you haven't seen that and you would like to, check it out. So some things I want to mention before we really get in here. I don't actually know the curve ratio on this C27. I think it's an $1,800, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it is because it's very similar, if not identical, to the C35's curve, just the C35 is bigger, obviously. And that is an $1,800 curve. The Odyssey G9 over here is a 1,000 R curve, and I will be showing you how drastically different that is. It's incredible. It makes for a really cool gaming experience, but it is kind of tough to get used to. Without further ado, I'm just gonna jump into it. Alright, first we have the Scepter C27. It is actually still on sale on Amazon, I just checked. However, it did say there's only one left. So by the time this video goes live, it's probably going to be gone. Also, they are way overpriced now at about $340. I bought this one back in 2019 for, I think it was right around the $200 mark. It is only a 1080p panel, so it's just full HD. It's not 2K with the 1440p or 4K, which frankly that would be incredible anyway. It does have a high refresh rate of up to 144 Hertz, as it says right here. Has two HDMI 1.4 inputs and a single display port. It doesn't tell me what type of display port it is. It might be on the box somewhere, but I know it hits 144 frames per second. I've done it. I used it for quite a while. It is really a good monitor for what it is. I wouldn't buy it at the price that I found it on there for, frankly, just because it's a 1080p panel. And I would definitely go for 1440p nowadays. However, I would not go smaller than 27. That's my personal opinion. That's because I've had a 27-inch monitor since I built my first computer. At least 16:9 aspect ratio. It's just right, if that makes sense. And if you go any bigger than 1080p, you'll start seeing the pixels, sort of. You'll know what I mean if you actually look at it. Like, look at a 1080p TV compared to a 1080p monitor, 27 inches or smaller. You'll be able to see the difference. You'll actually see almost the pixels. It's really cool. But all in all, this was a great monitor. No real issues. I was actually over to overclock this one when I first got it, after watching other YouTube videos well before I started this channel. I was able to overclock it to over 200 frames per second. It did good. It's not perfect. It has an overdrive function and allows you to get in there and mess with that stuff, but it's not perfect. It was a cheap monitor. One benefit of going to Scepter is it comes with a screwdriver, a magnetic screwdriver. In fact, I think I have, yeah. This screwdriver actually came with the C35, which I'll show you in a minute. This Scepter came with a black, tiny plastic screwdriver that was still magnetic. It was great. There are built-in speakers in this monitor, but they are very bad. I mean, really bad. There is also an audio output in here, like an aux out, essentially. So if you have speakers or something better than the built-in speakers, which frankly anything would be better than the built-in speakers, they're that bad, you can use your other speakers and still go through the monitor and it'll play on your normal speakers a whole lot better. Wouldn't recommend this day. Loved it in 2019. If you can find it for a decent price, I say go for it. I just couldn't find it cheaper than $300 and not worth it in my opinion. You can get something for just a little bit more. The C35, which is next. Boom, there we go. So here's the C27, the one I was just talking about, and here's the C35 right here behind it. It is significantly larger, if you can't tell in the video. I wanted to have them both next to each other so you could get a size comparison. It took me forever to find size comparisons on monitors and things when I was looking to buy C35 actually. It is significantly bigger. It is also a larger aspect ratio at 21:9. It's also a 1440p panel, so you've got a whole lot more resolution in there, which it looks amazing. Sure, it's probably not as good as a Samsung or an LG or something, but for the price on this, the C35, you really can't beat it. I got it on sale for like $320. It is actually now back up to full price at about $400, which still in my opinion isn't a bad deal. This particular one has a 120 hertz refresh rate and it looks really good. There's very little streaking, if any at all. C35 has two HDMI 2.0 inputs and two DisplayPort 1.4 inputs. So you should be good with, I believe, any kind of input to get the 120 hertz. There is an overdrive function on this monitor as well. I haven't overclocked it, but I can tell you it hits every bit of 120 hertz, and it does a very good job of it. Looks great, fantastic. Many different video modes, view modes, picture modes, things like that. You can adjust it all manually if you really want to. These Scepter monitors have AMD FreeSync, not NVIDIA G-Sync, and I know for a fact that the C27 is not compatible with G-Sync. It has an 1800R curve, so the curvature isn't too drastic. It's nice. It's good enough if you like curved monitors. You get a good viewing angle, little to no reflection off of anything. I don't have anything bad to say about it. Yeah, that's it. It has a nice wide base, so it's not going to move. In fact, it's very stable. It's actually more stable than the Samsung one that we're about to look at. Alright, here we are again. I'm pushed way over to the corner now of the video because this thing is enormous. It's absolutely massive. I left the other two monitors up here so you can see the size difference. I'll get a little better comparison here in a minute. It's incredible. I'll also show a picture from above so you can really see the curvature, the difference between the 1800R and the 1000R. Blows my mind. So the 49-inch monitor here is actually the same screen space as two 27 inches. However, it's a 1440p monitor, so it has a whole lot more pixels. A ton. It's amazing. It looks absolutely fantastic in every game I've played, even like movies and things. Absolutely amazing. It has a very hefty price tag of about $1,500, or it did. Actually, you can find this model, because now they have newer ones, for about $1,000. In 2021, the end of 2021. Woo. It's been amazing. It does not have speakers built in, but it does have one of those speaker out ports, an aux port out, that I plug my speakers into, and it does a great job. But the video quality on this is absolutely incredible. It's 240 hertz. Literally blows my mind. It's absolutely incredible. Rocket League even looks absolutely beautiful. In fact, it's so big I can see pretty much the whole field almost the whole time. So the reason I'm not like champ rank or grand champ is because I'm just bad, not because I can't see. And I am getting about 300 frames per second on that game, so it's pristine. G-Sync does work with it. I have been using it, or have not been using it lately. I was experiencing some issues with with a graphics card, and I swapped them out. Put the 3070 that we did a video size comparison of. If you guys want to check that out, there's a thing up here now. This monitor does have to have an RTX 20 series or newer graphics card, or an AMD RX 5000 series or newer card to work. It has a single HDMI in and two DisplayPort ends. The C27, this 27-inch, was about 12 pounds. The C35, the ultra wide here in the middle, was just over 25 pounds. And the Samsung Odyssey G9 back here was just over 50 pounds. I gotta say, it's awkward to carry this super ultra wide monitor. Both of these panels, the C35 and the G9, Odyssey G9, are 1440p panels, so they look amazing. So the last comparison that I'm gonna do on all of these monitors is right here. The Scepter C27 right up next to the Odyssey G9 49-inch. And the C27 is dwarfed. It would take two of the Scepter C27s to make the same screen space, and you wouldn't be able to get that curvature. The 1000R curve is supposedly the same as your eye, or it's what you can easily move your eyes left and right to see without it changing the depth from you if you have it set up properly. One last thing I'd like to add with these two monitors on my right, your left, is they have backlighting, like on the back of the monitor. The Scepter, I don't believe you can change it. It's just a solid red kind of triangle and lines thing. You can disable that in the on-screen menu. The Samsung monitor also has a backlight on it. It's the ring right around where the stand hooks up to. Mine is blue. I think you can change the color. You can change it or turn it completely off. I have it set to blue, which actually I'll probably set it to red now just to match the Scepter here. So there's a nice even red glow back there. A lot of features built into these monitors. I would highly suggest going with an ultra wide at this point, as it is becoming more and more compatible with everything. I love the Samsung. It's just way overpriced. For a monitor, never doing that again. I don't think. I say that, we'll see. I like to surprise myself in my wallet sometimes. With all that, I think we finally reached the end. If you liked that video, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll know when we release new content. We do try to answer questions and things, and if you have suggestions, put them in the comments. We want to hear them. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. See you next time.